Hey, I'll be doing a reaction video to a video called The Reason Why You Procrastinate. I have a major problem with procrastination as a college student, so why not? Like, let's get it. Okay, let's go and we start now.
How many procrastinators are in the room? Raise your hand. And everybody else is just procrastinating on raising their hand. I'm about to change your life because
She's about to change my life, yo. She's about to change my life. I'm here for this.
this piece of research changed mine. Procrastination has nothing to do with work. The people that write to us the most that struggle with procrastinating, PhD students, engineers, entrepreneurs, people that have a lot on their plate, that have a lot of things that they need to juggle, and that are analytical and thinkers by nature. Procrastination is a form of stress relief. What
That is so true. Like when you feel, well, to some extent, because sometimes when you feel like really tired, you're not actually procrastinating to relieve the stress. You're procrastinating because that thing that you're doing might not be such a priority and you're trying to avoid the scares and the act of actually doing it. Well, for me, that's the case. I'm not quite sure for anyone else.
What are you stressed about? Bingo, and it makes you upset, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. How many of you can relate to that? She said that what's stressing her out is she wants to retire. She hasn't saved up enough money. What's really stressing you out is finances and money and the fear that you have. What happens when you struggle with procrastinating, and thank you for being so honest, there's that stresses you out. Maybe you feel the same way. I mean, we felt that way. I know exactly what you're talking about. You carry around this dark cloud because you don't think you're going to make it. You're stressed about money all the time. Or maybe your mom's health is declining.
Right now, as I'm filming this, I'd like to let you know that I have at least 5 assignments. So,
And it really stresses you out. Or maybe your best friends are going through a divorce, or you're going through a divorce, and that really stresses you out. And so you walk around with this big ass thing on your shoulders all the time. And then you walk into work and you sit down and you've got a list of phone calls to make, which requires your prefrontal cortex. And your prefrontal cortex looks at the list and is like, oh my God, you want me to make 15 phone calls? I've been worried about the money all day. Can we just look at cat videos? I need a break. And next thing you know, 2 hours is gone. You've been online shopping, you've been looking at cat videos. And then of course you look at the 15 phone calls, you're like, I didn't make them, I didn't make them, I didn't make them. The research on procrastination is undeniable.
her reactions are on point. Let's point that out. That's true.
It's black and white. Number one, all of you that procrastinate, procrastination's not the issue, it's stress. You're procrastinating to give yourself a little break at work. It's sort of like taking a smoking break almost, you know? You're just taking a break. So number one, because you're all stressed out and procrastinators are very hard on yourselves, this is going to sound super stupid, but you got to forgive yourself. You have got to actually have a talk with yourself where you feel yourself starting to procrastinate. You go, look, you know, I really screwed up. I know I'm in a mess financially. I forgive myself. I'm just going to do the best that I can. So you have to address the thing that's underneath it. So that self-awareness of knowing, oh my God, here's that stress again about finances screwing me over and preventing me from doing the small things that will actually fix my finances. Second thing that you're going to do, procrastination's a habit, right? You get triggered by stress. The habit is to procrastinate. So when you get triggered by stress, your new habit is, oh, there's my stress again. I'm going to actually tell myself, okay, you've done the best you can. It's okay. We're going to do a little bit today. You're going to create what we call starting ritual. A
Starting ritual. Let me just give like a pretext as to what I think the habitual thing is. I think it's actually I like starting at least to some amount of the work that you have to do and are avoiding before actually doing it, the entire thing in its completion. Like that's what I feel like she's getting at.
Ritual is something that pushes you to start.
Okay.
The best one on the planet, the 5-second rule. So you've said, okay, there's my stress again. I forgive myself. Now we're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to only work for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Make phone calls for 5 minutes. Here's what we know based on the research. 80% of you will keep going. The trick is starting. You see, I want to break the connection between the trigger, which is stress, and the response, which is procrastination. And whenever you feel stress, which is normal, you have a choice. Here's that gap. In 5 seconds flat, the habit of procrastinating and beating yourself up will take over. Or you can close the gap, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can make a different choice.
I feel like part of why people actually procrastinate and struggle with it is just like a lack of motivation to do the task at hand. I mean, you know that you have to do this particular thing, but you're like not entirely motivated to go do that thing. Or I'm not quite sure it's entirely stress, because you could be procrastinating when you're at home all day on a day off and you know you have one small task to do, but you're not motivated to go do that task. And that could stem from a lot of things. It could be like a lack of interest, lack of motivation. You're just not, yeah, lack of interest. You're just not interested in doing that thing. And a lot of things can actually stem from that lack of interest. And yeah, so let's
Choice. I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to be okay with where I'm at, and I'm just going to get started. Got it? Good. You're welcome.
Okay, so she basically wants us to get started on whatever task it is that we are doing, which is probably what I'll do after recording, editing, posting this video on YouTube. Then I'll be wow, you're like, that video had absolutely no effect on this guy. But I watched like a ton of procrastinating video before. I just hadn't seen this one. I was waiting on that wake up call. Yeah, just get started. I'm home today, so I'll be doing just that right after I finish recording this video.
2,000 years later.